brother, what's up?
What is up, my brother from another mother?
Oh, you had to go there with that.
Actually, I don't have a mother, but I guess. But no, you would be my brother from another mother, so that would make sense.
Why are you doing this?
Only because I gotta think about these things sometimes.
Don't do this,
make sure
man.
they make sense to me.
You ain't gonna make me. You ain't gonna make me lose my goddamn mind.
Before I call you up and tell you, hey, you probably need to edit that. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No, it don't make no sense. I was like, what are you going
I don't think anybody gives a shit at this
Sitting
point.
up here writing equations on the wall and shit. No, if you take a vagina and actually insert a spark plug.
Yeah. Because technically you weren't built like moi, but yeah.
Moa.
Moi deep.
Moa.
But, yeah.
What, you from Jersey?
Sorry.
Hey, what do you want? Please, sir, can I have more? More? How you doing, man?
I'm living large. Trying to be in charge, but
trying to keep this saga continuing.
That's right.
The saga continues, boy.
Man.
But not for a long time tonight.
No. We got tonight we're gonna have to run through this, make it good, but make it short and sweet.
Yes,
short and sweet.
I think short is the key word.
Yeah.
I know how sweet it's gonna be, but it will be short.
Well, I'm sweet enough. So,
oh, look at you. Little sugar in your ass over there. Oh.
Yeah.
I remember I used to date a girl. And she
had a sweet ass?
She had a sweet. No, actually, she did. She had a nice. In fact, you know Adam.
Yes.
I remember one night we were eating at Whataburger. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we ate Whataburger.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was doing it. Adam watched this girl get up, and I was just sitting up there just staring. I didn't even know I was doing this. And Adam was like, it's really romantic how you just stare at her ass every time she gets up. I was just like, me? I was.
What's the problem with that? You're a man. That's what men do. I mean, I just love it when you. Well, especially guys, I assume all guys, because I know I do this. There are times when, there's just somebody in the room that you cannot keep your eyes off of, to where you can have a friend right in front of you talking, and all of a sudden that person just, you might as well be invisible.
And you ain't heard a damn word he said, and don't really care.
I mean,
that's when you turn around to him, it's like, hey man, I'm looking at some ass.
Yeah, and that's
I'm sorry.
And that is the point where you go, look, man. There ain't nothing that you can say right now that's so much more important than what's right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do your eyeballs look like two butt cheeks?
Yeah.
No. Repeat what you said. Exactly. You weren't saying nothing. Don't even repeat it.
No.
I'm looking at her titties right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man, but you're missing out on a whole new show over here.
Yeah. In fact, you tell them, why the fuck you talking to me?
I know. Yeah.
Look at what I'm looking at right here. Why you fucking with me right now? You should be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But no, Adam was wrong about that, because I was actually looking at the girl's ass in front of her.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to get 2 scoops.
Yeah,
two scoops of booty.
That's right. It'll do you.
But she used to, well, I don't know. I guess she's bi, because it was that. I talked about her before. I don't want to say her name, but Canadian chick. I knew her when she was a lesbian, and I thought she was stone cold lesbian. Looked one of those lesbians that teeter on looking like a man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she looked
butch.
Yeah, butch. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She had on them Buddy Holly glasses and had a spiked haircut. And I was like thinking, God damn, I would hang out with her thinking, this she looks like Jim Carrey. I don't want to have sex with her.
It's too much like a dude.
Yeah, look, she like Buddy Holly. I don't want to have sex with her. But then,
nice cargo shorts.
Yeah, she like somebody to be playing with Weezer. And I never thought of that. And then one night where we hung out, and I never even took notice because gradually she just started like dolling up, looking like a woman.
Oh,
really? But because I was so used to her being like a manly lesbian, Butch.
Yeah,
Yo, Butch. In fact, she like that dog Butch off the Tom and Jerry.
The cartoon.
Butch.
Yeah.
But I never noticed that she was kind of changing her style, like her hair, wearing more makeup, wearing more feminine clothes. And that one night, and that was the night that she told me, like, hey, come over to the house and let's have sex. And I was like, oh, okay. But I remember one time I told her, we were talking about, I forgot what we were talking about. I was like, I think we were talking about her nephew or something. And she mentioned, like, I was like, well, I know that you are bi. I was like, And you say your nephew he likes this and likes that. Does he have a little sugar in his ass?
Whoa,
I mean, I should have phrased it better because I was trying to say, I was trying to say, do you think he's gay? But I was like, you think he got a little sugar in his ass? And she turned around and smacked the shit out of me.
She smacked you?
Well, she didn't slap me in the face, but she hit me hard on the side of my shoulder / arm or whatever. You know, and I kind of got some back right there.
Yeah.
It was like doing a belly flop, except I was hit by a lesbian.
Oh my God.
That's just like, kapah!
Damn, I guess not. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you were cool with that.
I know. She's like, oh God, don't start saying that. Yeah,
I know.
More than likely, it's probably true.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
A strong reaction like that maybe that's a yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I meant to say, is he a fag?
Yeah.
It should ram me over with a car.
Oh man, but that's strange though. I mean, maybe she was. How old was this person? Can you at least say that?
Well, at the time when we were dating.
Oh wait, you dated this person?
Yeah.
Oh,
we dated for a long time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you knew her before she.
Yeah, I did. No, we hung out before. That's the thing. We were hanging out because I would always come to her desk, and I used to be that goofball that would come into the office and just be like, hello, talking to everybody. Just had to talk to everybody. Hey man, how you doing? Right. Everybody just looking at me like, you get the fuck away from me. Doing the same thing I was doing yesterday, working. Why don't you try?
Yeah, that lonely guy.
Hello.
How you do?
Oh yeah. I brought brownies today. Everybody I was like, that guy was too friendly. Like, man, that fuck is always happy. It's just, But so I used to go to her desk all the time, and because it was on my way to my desk. I had to stop by everybody's. Why not hers, right? I would stop by her desk, and I would just talk, and I was that person where I got the hint, but just still didn't get it. Like I could see people looking at me like, "Will you get the fuck away from me?" I'm still up there. Hey man, what are you doing Friday?
I thought you were gonna say like you kept going to that girl's desk and people were looking at you like, "Get a hint, dude. She's not into dudes."
No, I got that clearly. I mean, that was okay. You got two people at work. Mm-hmm. The two kind of girls. Mm-hmm. The ones you try to fuck. And the ones that won't fuck you,
Yeah, right.
And you're looking at her, and it's like right then and there, like, well, she won't fuck me because she's a lesbian, so there's no use in even trying to put some work into this. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, she looks like a guy.
Yeah.
So I,
she looked like Corporal Hicks.
Like Colonel Sanders. When she the glasses on.
Oh, she wore glasses?
That's what I'm saying. She wore those Buddy Holly glasses.
Oh, the Buddy Holly glasses.
Yeah, like those hipster glasses.
Yeah.
For anybody who ever saw, we had not one but two girls who were lesbians where we worked at this place, Human Code, and a lot of kids don't remember this show, but look up the name Chip Douglas. Mm-hmm. Chip Douglas is a character from My Three Sons. This old show that used to come on a long time ago.
So old, I barely remember it, but yeah.
Chip Douglas was this little goofy kid who had these like catch me, fuck me glasses on. Those Buddy Holly glasses, and we had two girls at work that looked like Chip Douglas, and everybody would call them Chip Douglas. I mean, this girl, she looked like Chip Douglas, man. She looked like, we had one that looked like a kind of a overweight Chip Douglas, and then we had one that looked like a skinny Chip Douglas. And this girl that I went out with, she looked like the skinny Chip Douglas. But like I said, really, there was that night when we were hanging out. I mean, we were hanging out just like, hey, my buddy, my pal, because we were hanging out. Well, I had just got back from San Francisco on a business trip. I went up to the office to get something to eat because I knew they had TGIF. Mm-hmm. So I was being a scavenger. I went up there to like get food after everybody had left. I was like taking all the leftover food that was still out.
Yeah.
After the meeting was over and everything, and I went in there and she was there too. And we were hanging out in the kitchen, and I noticed she wasn't leaving. I was like, well, shit, you want to go hang out? Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, let's go hang out. And so we went and got some beers, and in fact, I even went out there, I'm going to look at some other chicks because I ran into another friend of mine, this guy named Mike, who a lot of the animators here know he's another artist. And I was like, Mike is gay. And so I like, and Mike's a real good friend of mine. I said, Mike, I was like, hey, why don't you two hang out for a little bit?
Yeah.
You probably got things to talk about.
You guys can have gay discussions.
Exactly. Yeah. Have some gay talk.
Yeah. What's going on in gay politics?
Some gay talk. Yeah. And gay news today.
Yeah. How's that whole marriage movement going? Yeah.
I was like, hey, why don't you two, by the way, welcome, let's do this, everybody.
Yes.
Everybody. So I said, why don't you two, why don't you two just talk, and I'm gonna go ahead and like hang out the bar and probably talk to some other girls or something. And
right.
Next thing I know, that conversation was over real quick. She came back and hanging out with me, and I'm just like, well, obviously, I guess that was a boring conversation. They had nothing in common, so I guess I'll hang out with her some more. We hung out there. We went and after we left there, she still was like not ready to go home, and I was just like, okay, well, let's go get, I guess, a nightcap somewhere, which means just get another drink, get a little drunker, and so we did that, and then we came back, finally sobered up a little bit, walked her back to her car, and she said, so do you want to come back and hang at my place? And I'm like, fuck, this girl is lonely, man, or something. Right. I mean, she must be bored tonight.
Something's going on.
Yeah, something's like, she must be fucking bored. I just started to tell her, and I just
or she has a girlfriend waiting at her house who's ready to beat the shit out of her. You smell like black man. Where have you been, bitch? Get over here. It's time to take your medicine. But baby,
mortal gay bat. But so I just like, and I felt kind of, I was like, well, I've had those nights where I was just really bored and didn't want to party in, so I was just like, fuck, okay, yeah, I'll come over. You want me to come right over? And she's like, yeah. Oh, and by the way, pick up some condoms. And I was still thinking like, are we gonna make water balloons?
Are we gonna like have water balloon fights and throw them off the roof?
Yeah, like with a slingshot.
Throw them at your neighbors or something.
And even when I came up to the house, I was like, what is she? Yeah. I wonder what she wants with these condoms. I mean,
gonna throw them at straight people. Yeah. For oppressing the gay move. Yeah,
motherfucker.
The gay people. Yeah.
Throw them at gay people.
Oh man,
my cat needs them, but. But yeah, so we went over there, and like when I went inside, it wasn't like she was trying to look sexy by getting naked. That's what she did. She just she would just undress.
Yeah.
And she had on her panties, but her top was off, and she answered the door like that. And even then, I was still confused. I was like,
did she have like those bandages what was that movie, Boys Don't Cry?
Where she made her breast like less obvious.
Yeah.
You're like Mila Jovovich from the Fifth Element.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Taking off her bandages like a mummy at the end of the night.
She hadn't finished wrapping herself.
I always wondered like how sexy can that be?
Not very. No, but she answered the door like that, and even then I was still thinking like, well, I mean, maybe I don't seem like some kind of threat to her,
Well, yeah, why should you? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she's like, she considers this like dude time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would think. Yeah,
she's hanging out. She's really like, this is her house, and I was just like, the whole time I sat there, and I was fucking confused. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look too hard at her breast. I'm just gonna sit here and act like nothing's weird here. And then she finally just said, and kids, I don't mean to like sound vulgar, but she just said, you gonna keep talking or you gonna fuck me? And I just like,
wow.
And even then I was like, what do you mean by fuck you?
Yeah, like fuck you mentally? I don't understand. Like, what? Blow your mind? I don't understand. Yeah, because it's like you are a lesbian, right?
I know. I was like kind of in gay language. What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, you dress up like Buddy Holly, and and that guy from that really old TV show. But what?
Yeah,
is this a
Chip Douglas and Buddy?
Oh no, it's a trap.
Yeah, I was like, are you gonna kill me?
I know. Like, what's the angle here?
Yeah, I jumped out the window.
No sense. Yeah.
No, fuck me. No, don't do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be asking a lot of questions. I'd be like turning all around, like looking all around.
Yeah. In your lesbo language, what does that mean?
Yeah.
No, I will not rub your feet. But no, she was cool, man. It was all right. It was we went out for a while, and I never saw her go back to like the old way. In fact, the last time I saw her, she was getting married.
Oh, really? Well, so okay. Well, I guess did you say how old she was?
Well, at the time when we started dating, I guess we were about 27.
Okay. Because I'm like, was that a phase or something, or was she just confused?
I think she's bi and just finally realized like
she's not really bi. She's not totally bi.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's not she's not totally bi. She's not totally gay.
I think
or lesbian. She's not completely lesbian. Yeah.
Because
she likes the dick.
She likes the penis. But see, here's the deal, man. It's like because I like to think that people are one way or another, and when they're going through a bi phase, they're trying to figure out which one they're really attracted to.
Right.
So I think that she was genuinely attracted to women, but realized that she was probably attracted to men more, and even more so realized that she probably just wanted a family
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like she wanted a child, but she did not want it with another woman. She wanted it with the man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So because I'm like, I tell people, look, either you're gay or you're straight. You
Right.
just everything in between is experimenting or just fucking everything you can.
Yeah. Majority of the time, it's either like experimenting or just just saying fuck it, just living how you want, just fucking anything that you think is desirable. Because I know plenty of gay women who have done that. I've seen girls who are completely lesbian. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They're lesbian, totally butch. But there's times when even they surprise me. Well, I'll see them making out with dudes. I mean,
you sure that's not another girl they're making out with?
No. It's like
another butch.
It's usually another guy or like a friend in the group or something who's just hanging out. A straight guy. I've seen that, and I mean, I've had 2 like full on lesbian girls come on to me to where
Really?
it's just like
Wow.
where. It's shocking only because it's like because it is because you're just like, wait a minute, what and you never know why. I mean, you never really understand why. I've never made out with them though. It was one of those things where it's just like, look, if you're in some kind of confused stage right now, I don't know if I should be part of that.
I want no part of this experiment.
Honestly, whatever experiment. I'm sorry, but no, just because number one, I'm not all that attracted to you, but number 2, it's like I don't want to be part of your mistake. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of that package.
Talking shit about you.
Yeah, I don't want to be part of that package. Yeah, and I just don't need to be that.
You confused me.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you do that? Shit, you came on to me. You could have said no.
No, I've only had one incident where it was really bad to where I thought now these are 2 girls who were lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
That did not look, they were not butch at all. They were actually like really hot lesbians. And I was at a wedding and these 2 girls were sitting by me and they were friends of who was getting married. And the thing is that they were fucking gorgeous. And one of the girls next to me started talking. So I started chatting it up with her. And I noticed that the girl right next to her started chatting me up too and go, hey, you were offering me drinks. Well, she was. The girl who was sitting like the farthest from us was even like going out of her way to be way more nicer than the girl in the middle was, the one who was actually talking to me. And so I thought, man, what the fuck? I must be working the magic tonight because wow, both of these girls seem like really hardcore. Like really, yeah, just like we're just having a good time, offering me drinks, wanting me to go dance with them and stuff like that. And then it wasn't until like later on that I realized like when they were all getting ready to leave, my friend came up to me and she's like, did you know that you were actually making that other girl upset? And I was like, what are you talking about? It's like they were both, well, at least they were both smiling. We were all having a good time. What are you telling me here? Well, the girl who was talking to you, who was to the right of you, the other girl, that was her girlfriend. And she noticed that her girlfriend was talking to you.
And she was about to beat your ass.
Exactly. And to where I was like, what? And it was weird because the whole night, all the guys that were there were like, man, dude, yeah, those 2 fucking hot girls. Because they were honestly... I want to say they were the hottest girls there at the wedding, and my friends are coming up to me going, "Dude, you had those 2 fucking girls like all over your ass. Like, what's up?" I'm just like, they're lesbians. And my friend's like, "What?" Yeah. And I was like,
no,
I was
actually making just start crying. No,
I know.
They're like Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back. No, it's not true.
I know. And I'm just like, what the
That's
fuck?
impossible.
Yeah, I know. It's like, no, what? No, this is like a horrible dream. But no, it was weird, and I apparently the girl was really upset. And I had to like tell my friend, tell her I had no fucking clue. I had no idea. I was just minding my own business. Yes. People just started talking to me. So that's not my fault. I did not instigate anything. But it fucking blew my mind.
Trying to get yourself getting a lesbian ass.
Yeah,
what you do?
it's funny.
Ma'am?
I know.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I know. I was like, hey, don't talk to me. Talk to your girlfriend who's talking to me, all right?
Talk to your bitch. I mean,
exactly. I know,
your lovely girlfriend, your lovely woman.
Yeah, but it's funny. They ended up getting married not too long ago, but I was just like, wow, those are like the 2 hottest lesbians I've ever met.
So, and they're married.
To where you think like that the stereotype of like hot lesbians, you only see that in porn and like in movies and stuff, but No, it's actually.
You mean that's not science fiction?
It's not science fiction.
Oh my God.
Steven Spielberg did not direct that.
I only thought ugly lesbians got married.
I know, but man,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, damn.
But boy, did it destroy my bubble as far as what I knew to be reality. I was like, yes, I feel like Charlie Sheen. My God, my new God is
yes,
right here. Yeah, always winning.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I know.
Man, I tell you, I look, I'm happy, because I always thought like, man, are there any hot lesbians that actually love each other?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are there any hot lesbians that just don't make out in a club?
Yeah,
or
right.
lick each other on tape?
Yeah, I know.
On video?
Exactly.
Are there ever two hot lesbians that never have like a dick between their mouths or something?
Well, these are two lesbians that wore dresses that night, which is like was really they wore yeah, exactly. They wore dresses and like nobody was playing the man role because usually you'll have that one sometimes I've seen some couples where it's usually like, and I don't say this to be mean, but usually the nicer looking one, the more female-ish one of the group, always establishes that she's the female, and usually sometimes the other lesbians I've seen usually are wearing the white pants with
that's it, yeah.
or it's like the pants deal.
Now, people, if you want to, you want to talk about gay, and this is not going to help my case any, but I am addicted to HGTV. I watch that shit all day long.
Is that the Home Garden television?
Yeah. I watch that shit. Yeah. I don't even know why they have garden in there because I have yet to see a fucking garden in that show. Yeah. Everything is about a house.
Yeah,
or repairing your home or buying a home or some shit. Ain't no flowers in that bitch at all. I ain't seen a fucking tulip or anything yet. But these, they're all, it's a very progressive channel. Yeah. You always see interracial couples. You always see, gay couples on there. And I mean, I saw two midgets trying to buy a house.
Yeah.
But
two Ewoks buying a house.
I think a man was trying to find a home for him and his mule because they were about to get married. And shit. But they had like you always see couples on there where you see like this really hot looking girl or just really pretty girl, and then you see that dude who's like, that must be a husband. Her husband looks like a child or something, but then you realize, that's not a fucking child.
It's a girl.
That's a girl. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, wow. I mean, you want to talk about something crazy with lesbians, man? I think I mentioned this before. I got invited. Do you remember Mary?
Mary?
Mary, Asian woman?
No.
You sang out in Joel's group. You've seen it.
Oh, yeah. It's been a long time, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been years. But Mary used to hang around a lot of that crowd of that girl I went out with. Mm-hmm. All our friends were cool. All of them had them Buddy Holly glasses too. But they would all get together and they were fun pack of lesbians. No, they were really cool, really nice people. And so Mary used to come around and hang out with them too. She wasn't lesbian, but she used to hang around that crowd. And so one night Mary and her roommate asked me to go to this talent show. Mm-hmm. And I went and I looked around and so I got carded to go in, and I walked in. I was like, fuck, man, why I get carded? All these fucking 12-year-old boys in here and shit. Yeah. And I looked around. I was like, all these 12-year-old boys got the same haircut. What the fuck is And then I looked, I was like, wait a minute. I'm surrounded by lesbians.
I know.
But on stage, there was this chick doing Billy Idol. And I swear to God, she looked just like Billy Idol with tits.
Oh, wow.
Because at first I was looking up there, I was like, man, that guy is doing the best Billy Idol improv. Oh, my God, Billy Idol got titties. I mean, because you know how Billy Idol in those old videos used to wear like the red vest with the chains on him and shit, but he'd be bare-chested.
Right.
She looked just like Billy Idol. She was up there doing Rebel Yell. Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, them titties were flopping all over the place, and titties were rebelling. They were. I was like, "Wow, this has got to be the weirdest fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. This is crazy." But yeah, people, listen. If you haven't caught on yet, this is a very, to put it nicely, a very risque show that we do here.
We're just talking about things we observe out there in the wild. Yeah,
we're two good guys. At least we got a robot. We don't bother nobody. Lottie-dottie. We likes to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just a couple of men who pun the mic.
That's right.
And we rock the mic. We rock the mic right.
That's right.
But sometimes we rock the mic we offend people sometimes. I know.
I don't know how we offend anybody by talking just by
what's on our mind,
talking about what's on our mind, talking about what we observe.
Yes,
we may have some skewed opinions sometimes, or it's like some not so nice things to say. Only for the namesake of comedy.
Yes.
But that's the thing. First and foremost, we like to consider ourselves somewhat like of a comedy show.
Yeah. And we're very open-minded. We don't have anything against anybody.
No,
none.
No, we attack everyone
and everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Shit, we about to talk about an animal on this show.
That's right.
Motherfucker ain't even human. We about to get on his ass.
I know.
But the reason why I bring that up is because the reason why we're doing such a short show, and we always say it's going to be short. Who fucking knows at this point? Yeah. But we want to be out of here in a little bit because we have a lot of stuff coming up as far as Let's Do This. I mean, it's a very busy week for us. We have Let's Do This live.
Yes, we do.
Coming up
right
on
around the
Saturday.
Yep.
So, I'm going to put the flyer up that we are handing out on the actual podcast that we have here.
Cool.
But Saturday. Goddamn, I read fucking up.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm
gonna be there Friday. Where was everybody at?
I already fucked up. We had Carl wanted to get some flyers printed up, so we got some printed up. I got it printed up for him, and 3 people looked at this flyer, and not one fucking person caught that on the flyer it says 2001.
Are you kidding?
We got 1,000 flyers printed up.
Yeah,
and every one of them says 2001. So Carl has a bunch of interns. He had those motherfuckers pull out a Sharpie and had them split up these flyers and draw a 1 over there.
Oh, my God. Yeah, might as well. I'm like, at this point, you have no point.
You got no choice.
But, yeah.
Yeah, hey, put them to work.
No shit.
I don't care
better get that white out.
Yeah. You got to go over to Home Depot and get some Mexicans to do this for you.
I know.
Ain't seen. Put that 1 over that 0. But, okay, so Saturday, March 12th. As of this recording right now, that is coming up in 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
4 days. 4 days. No wonder I fucked up on that date. Yeah. My math is all messed up.
Midnight yet? Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, Saturday's coming up. Saturday, March 12th. We're doing a live Let's Do This over at Momo's.
That's right.
That's on, you know what? I'll go ahead and pull it up.
Yeah. It's on 6th Street.
It's on 6th Street. We know that much.
Yeah.
Where is it? Let's see here. Did I really? God damn it. Yeah. I want to get this right so that people know. Well, it's going to be on the fucking... It's going to be on the podcast here.
Yeah, but anybody living in Austin, Momo's is directly above where the old Katz is. Well, where Katz's used to be.
Yeah. The only Katz's. Yeah. In Austin, where Katz's used to be. Okay, it's going to be at Momo's, 618 West 6th Street, number 200.
Yeah, Suite 200.
Suite 200, and they just call it a suite because it's upstairs where Katz's used to be. It's it's an upstairs bar, but we're going to be there from 5 to 8. Now, this is going to be a party, too. So from 5 to 8, you get there at 5. It's going to be an hour of people mingling, hanging out, getting some drinks. I think we might even be handing out some drink tickets.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that. And at 8, I mean, goddamn, these numbers are fucking me up. At 6 o'clock, we're going to start the live podcast.
Cool.
So it's just going to be what you see here. You're going to see the robot live.
That's right.
You're going to see the black man live.
The black man.
And it's going to be kind of what you see here, an hour and a half version of what you just hear going on here. All you kids who are coming, I'm going to feel kind of uncomfortable if you're under 15, and parents, do not bring your kids. We get blue on this show. We get very blue.
Yeah. Well, will they be allowed to even show up?
I don't know.
Yeah, because if they're serving alcohol, probably not.
But I think if it's a private event
if it's private,
they will be able to come in. They just got to they'll get their hands marked.
Yeah. Okay.
And
cool.
so they won't be able to drink.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, right. But
show up. Yeah.
Yeah. So the kids show up, but as you can tell from this show, it can get very dirty. It can get very offensive. It can get very nasty, vulgar.
Which we've.
That's how we've
had a vulgar show before when we did when we did Spill.con.
Yeah.
Where I don't know if you remember that lady who brought her young. I think it was like her young daughter who was.
Yeah,
in the crowd.
I told her. I dressed her.
And said, you did. Yeah, and I didn't even. I was like when I saw them sitting down, I was like, oh shit.
But the mom was cool.
But she was cool. She was laughing. She knew exactly what what she was in store for. So she's cool. There's responsible parents out there.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing on Saturday. Yeah. But we got a lot of setup to do. We got some preparing on Friday to do for that. So we we just don't feel like doing a long show. It's late right now.
Well, and it's also kicking off South by Southwest, which is the movie portion of the festival,
and the interactive part too, because that's what we actually are doing this for, to actually appeal to the more interactive part of South by Southwest, and that's what Carl was saying. So. Yeah.
But it's going to be crazy. Our schedules are going to be fucking nuts, especially with all these films, which is like we'll be seeing. Well, if we all see them, at least 3 or 4 films a day. I think that's how I remember how it was. I remember last year I was trying to go to at least 3 films a day. So it's like you got the passes, you got the time. We're going to see these movies eventually. Why not?
Eventually, anyway. So there you go.
Fuck it.
Well, that is what's going on with us. We're going to be doing the live Let's Do This, so we'd like to see you there.
Yes, we'd like to see everyone fucking there. I know I do. So I need to talk to somebody. Talking to Corey is all right, but if we're going to do a live show, it'd be nice to have a lot of people there.
Just a tad, just a little bit,
just hang out. Yeah.
So we already have over 50 people who are confirmed.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Yeah, over 50 who are already confirmed. We are doing a tally.
That's perfect. That's all we need.
Like the tickets are free.
Yeah.
It's not. If you even want to call them tickets, they're just reservations, so that we can kind of get a count of the area, because it's not that huge of a place. It's big. I've been there. You've been there.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's actually bigger than what I thought it was.
Yeah, it actually is pretty big.
But to comfortably and conveniently see the stage and where we are, that's kind of a tight area. So we're just trying to get an idea of how many people are showing up. So we already have over 50 people signed up.
Cool.
So we just want to, and you have the people who are going to show up who have not made any kind of reservations or confirmed. So so it's going to look like it's going to be kind of packed. But we just want to warn people, it is very, very, very mature subject matter that's going on.
Yeah. We'll be
getting. You already know that.
Corey will be getting naked. So yes, that is at least confirmed.
See, there's that list right there. Look at how many people showing up.
Cool.
So.
Nice. So we will have somebody to talk to. There.
Yeah, we will. It won't be just us, and the bartender, and the janitor, and Carl,
Metal Virgin.
Metal Virgin, yeah.
How you doing, Metal Virgin?
All right.
How's the weather out there?
So yeah, people. Let's see. So that's Saturday, March 12th. 2011.
That is right.
5 to 8 p.m. Momo's. That's 618 West 6th Street, number 200, Suite 200. The zip code, if you really need to know, 78701. That is in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
Planet Earth.
Yeah.
The solar system.
You better remind Carl to really look over those flyers, especially when Spill.com.
Oh man, I'm looking up those myself. I mean, I should have caught this too, because it's 3 people that saw this. It was me, Carl, and the dude that made him. Didn't see that shit. Now it says 2011 on here on the Eventbrite page. I don't know how, because this is a version before the final version. So I don't know how that got fucked up and every flyer had 2011 on it. I don't know.
Okay.
But yet, I guess because I saw this first. And it looked fine, and then when they added the one little addition to it, I just looked at that one little addition and didn't look back up, and I thought, like, okay, and did I know they fucked it up. So
trying to save some trees here.
Yes, as many as we can. As Charlie Sheen say, fuck a tree.
Yes.
Marry a tree, I think he said. That fool, I heard that porn star left his ass.
Which? The Brie Olson chick? Oh, really?
That's what, now listen.
Really? Okay. Wow.
That's what my mom was telling me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm actually shocked that the High Times chick didn't leave, because the Brie Olson looked more fucking like into him than that other chick did. Because I just remember during that 2020 fucking interview when Charlie Sheen like hovers over her and says, "Hey, honey," she looks at him like she was under a fucking spell and a half, dude. I mean,
okay, I guess she didn't leave. That's what my mom was telling me.
Okay.
My mother's telling me. I don't know if you heard over the phone when we were talking before we started. Right. Like the porn star is gone.
Okay.
The porn star is gone, baby.
Well, there's a lot of porn stars that are gone. Yeah, you know, she's probably talking about the. I think she's talking about the actual girl who called him out. I think the one who went to the media. I think it's the one who he locked up in that closet.
That chick.
Talking.
Okay,
that
that makes sense. All right.
Yeah. That's
had left the building. We're sad it's over. Okay, I don't even know why I give a fuck about it.
I know. It's hard not to pay attention.
Yeah,
I just found out. Like I heard the Howard Stern interview that he did with Charlie Sheen, where actually that out of all the interviews you'd expect to be nuts, that was the most sane I've heard Charlie Sheen, only because I think Howard Stern, you can kind of tell he was kind of disappointed. It felt like he was disappointed because he didn't get any crazy shit out of him. Like, he actually begged Charlie Sheen to say something crazy. He's like, yeah, can you say like something crazy here on this show?
Yeah.
you're making way too much sense. Yeah. You sounded way too
spiked his drink and shit.
Way too normal. Yeah. But the funny thing about that is just I heard that Charlie Sheen went on his, I guess he's been doing video blogs.
Yes, I saw him last night on Ustream.
Okay, well, apparently he attacked Howard Stern.
I heard it.
He went off.
Yes, he
which
did.
is strange because you would not get that from the interview.
I was actually listening to that, and I was like, man, I want to hear what Howard has to say about this the next day, because he's like, I'll remember him saying, yeah, you got money, you can get somebody to have sex with you, even if you look like that motherfucker there. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Howard was fucking being envious of the guy. I mean, he was really going, I love your life. Like, what can I do to get what you have right now? That's awesome. I mean,
that's what he said. He said somebody, you go get a show where you do nothing all day, but you just talk about ass and stuff like that, something like that. I heard it. I was because Porno Chris. Told me, he's like, hey man, you gotta listen to this, and I was like, okay, I'll bite. And I turned to the screen. Okay. Charlie Sheen's on there, and when I looked at it, I was like, okay, if you didn't think he was crazy before, yeah, I had to think like, you know what, I kind of take back all the things, even though I was joking, right? Because even then, when I was joking last week, saying, yeah, go Charlie Sheen,
we were all joking.
Yeah, we were all joking. Yeah, so some people like telling me like, hey man, what are you supporting this guy? I'm like, I'm not supporting him, but I'm not against him either. I don't give a fuck. But it's like. But I have to take back even the kind of jokes I was making, like, hey, I'm behind Charlie Sheen, because I looked at him on YouTube and I was like, this motherfucker's crazy, man.
It's obvious he's crazy. Anybody who can't tell an obvious joke, I mean,
come on, yeah.
That's why I give up. I don't explain anything these days.
It's like, wow,
if you don't get it, then you don't get it. You're a moron. You don't need to know me. You don't need to be my friend.
We have gone through some listen, I would never take anything away from. I would never say anything bad, completely bad about our audience, the people that support us.
Right.
But I got to say, there's some when it comes to a joke. Yeah, there are some thick motherfuckers out there, man.
Oh yeah, and not to, that's just how it is. I mean, to me, that's just how it is. The thing is, there's times when you expect a little bit more out of the audience. You're hoping that everyone's in on the joke. Yeah. And a lot of times that just can't happen. That just can't happen because so many people are on so many frequencies of how they're thinking and how they interpret things. Yeah. You can't just go to everyone and go, did you get the joke? Did you get the joke? All right, who didn't get the joke here? All right, whoever didn't get the joke, form a line over here so I can explain it to you. No, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. Won't ever do that.
Let me just put it this way. We don't go out our way to set up elaborate pranks and shit like that. We just kind of casually sit here and just whatever comes to us and we think it's funny, we run with it. And some motherfuckers out there, you sons of bitches, are like, oh, fuck.
There's a word called sarcasm. Look it up. And the thing is, I know we still have a long way to where sarcasm can be interpreted through the internet and through texting and through all other forms of media that some people will just not ever get. And you know what? I feel like if I can get it, then there's no excuse why.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I look at some things and I'm thinking, you know what? Let's take a dumbass like me. I'm only speaking for myself, but I have my moments of mental retardation.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm not even speaking for you. I'm speaking for myself. Yes. I'm a lot of times what's that word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, stupid. But yet I can kind of see things for what they are. I ain't that fucking stupid.
Easily, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. It's
maybe we just do our job that well.
Well, you know what? The thing is, it's just like I just got to go with it. Some people are going to get it, some people aren't. But I can't. I'm not going to make that part of my job to make sure everyone gets it. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, we put it out there, work with it.
Yeah. Well, interpret it anyway. Yeah. If you don't get it, you hate it.
Performance art, interpret it the way you can.
If you hate it, then sorry. There's plenty of other things to listen to.
What you want us to do.
So, sorry.
God damn it. Tell you what, man. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to read some email tonight. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of stuff. We're going to read some email. But before we do that, we got to talk about, man, it's bad enough when you got thieving ass human beings out there.
Mm-hmm. You got Winona Ryder out there.
Yeah, Winona Ryder's running out there,
a well-known thief.
Yeah.
She created her own protege, which was Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
She became an international thief.
Took Lindsay Lohan under her wing, and Lindsay Lohan, taught her well because apparently she's fucking up royally, Yeah. Even Winona Ryder's like, damn, I taught you well, young Padawan.
Dressing the part too.
But you know what? She's not just teaching girls, man.
Mm-mm.
She's out there teaching some members of the animal kingdom some shit.
Even though I think this was a natural born thief, right? Because
in fact, this thing can teach Winona Ryder something.
Exactly. You know what the thing is? When you looked at how much shit Winona Ryder fucking stole, and you look at how much shit this other person stole, wow.
Yeah.
You talk about a motherfucker who just didn't get caught.
Yeah, this dude is looking at Winona Ryder saying, amateur.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, you ain't got nothing on
amateur
this.
hour at the Apollo.
Yeah. Get off stage.
Yeah, get out of here.
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, you
Who are we talking about?
You're embarrassing me.
Who is this person that's stealing this animal? Well, we'll get into it in a little bit and tell you who is this guy.
Yeah.
Who this guy is. But before we do any of that, we're not going to take you this long and not give you a little battle cry.
That's right.
Somebody called me on the call-in show the other day. They just said, "Can I? What they say? Can I have a let's? Can I? Oh, fuck it. You know, he called up and said, "Can I do a let's do this with you?" Oh, that's what he said. Yeah. Can I do a let's do this with you? And I'm like, "What? You want to come on the show?" And he's like, "No, I just want to scream, let's do this."
Nice.
Sure. Yeah. So
bestowed that honor upon him.
So people, I already told you. We educated these people. Educated them on lesbians.
Yes.
Educated these people on sarcasm.
Uh-huh.
I think we just solved Charlie Sheen's problem.
Yep.
I mean, and we still ain't done.
No, where there's a world, there are problems.
And the world ain't gone yet.
No.
I'm still looking at it. Yep, still here.
It's still out here. Yeah.
And why do we do that? We do that with our bullshit.
That's
right. And to get to those places, you got to catch that train, boy. That bullshit train, man.
Fueled on high octane bullshit. Yes, only the best.
What's this shit called? Technol?
Yeah, Technol.
Whatever is that? Yeah, there's some high protein bullshit in there.
Some electrolytes in that. Electrolytes in that bullshit.
Yeah, and Gatorade ain't got none of this bullshit. This shit powers people and trains. Right. All right, man. You know what?
Midi-chlorians in that.
That's just got the farce in it.
That's right. What's some bullshit?
So hey, man, I am ready to do this thing.
I'm fucking ready to do it.
All right, you ready?
We're all ready.
I'm ready. Oh man,
what the hell?
What the fuck? I've been looking for that sock right there for weeks, man. And look at Ghost, he's got it.
Is this your interpretation of fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers album cover? You don't put socks there. That's for playtime. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, no. You probably don't want that sock back.
No, you can have that sock, man.
DNA.
Come in here wearing on your little goatsy penis. And I know you got to clip it on up there with a little safety pin because it ain't enough to hold up a whole sock.
No.
Man, go on and take off that sock if you can't play us into this show
you know what?
here.
Put it back on because I don't want to see you kibbles and bits. You got time for that? Come
Put it over your head
this
right
is a family show. There's children around.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Come
we never get this vulgar.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, go sit up here.
All right,
he's nasty.
ready.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do this! Oh shit! Look at Ghosty sit up there. Wait, oh, look at that, man. It's like penises are like that too.
Yes,
you little nasty
witch. Call it the
you.
Animal Planet. We got to document this. Oh,
Ghost
boy.
stole my sock and wore it on his penis, man. You should be hanging out with. You should be hanging out with Dusty.
Yo, Dusty.
Dusty.
Boy, and if you don't know Dusty by now, you're about to.
and let's put it this way: if you don't know Dusty by now, it probably means that you still have all your shit.
Make sure you still have your underwear on. There's a good chance. Right when you blink, that shit is gone.
It's gone.
Along with them doo-doo stains. He took that too.
Look at Dusty said, I'll take it all.
I'll take skid marks, everything.
Yeah, shit, this adds flavor.
This is mine. Look, I don't clone yet. Look, I ain't that smart. I'm Lex Luthor of thieves.
Take these drawers, doo-doo stains and everything, put a pot of boiling water, make a soup out of it.
I know.
Okay, we got a story here. It was just too good to pass up.
Yeah.
Now we ain't like Cyrus where we like like cat freaks. Like we love lolcats and all that kind of shit.
No, we're not retarded.
no. I was gonna be nice about it, but see, people, you
Nice.
think all of you out there talking about we talked about lesbians so bad. We talk about our own up here.
That's right.
We're cowards, though. We talk about it behind their backs.
Yeah, he don't listen to this show.
No, he don't listen to this show anyway. God damn it, this is too good for him.
That's right.
Nah, but
He's out fucking collecting pictures of cats.
he's too busy trying to find his next lolcat T-shirt.
Yeah.
But this fool here, man. We love a good story about a cat, though.
Oh,
we talk
yeah.
about cats all the time. I had, got the old Dr. Doom roaming around
That's
here.
right.
I just got out of a cat custody battle.
Mm-hmm.
Cats are kind of funny. I can understand, the allure of lolcats, but lolcats ain't got nothing on shit. See, lolcats, that's, all that is that cute made up shit. You take a picture of a cat and write some shit under it. Okay, that's
That's
cute,
all.
right?
That's all hipster shit now.
That's all that, yeah.
Yeah, I said it. I used that nasty word, hipster. It is. Sorry.
All that old hipster shit and
Yeah.
40-something-year-old women housewives love that shit.
Oh shit, yeah. When your grandmother's laughing at that shit, it ain't cool.
It ain't cool no more.
Right?
That's all your grandma. For some reason, grandma, she can't fucking do shit on the internet, but somehow she can always find them lolcats.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how the fuck you do this.
Look here, Cyrus. Did you see this one? Put this up on your website.
It's like, goddamn, Granny, you can't work shit on this computer, but somehow you manage to always find a fucking cat. How do you do this?
Upload this to your spill page and your Facebook page for all you little friends to see. For you children out there. The children love this shit.
Get rid of the kitties. But hey, man, I like some real shit. I want to get to the down and dirty.
That's right. Criminal element.
Exactly. When you tell me about a cat, I don't want to hear nothing cute about no fucking cat.
Give a shit about the
I wanna
cat. See
hear-
that anytime.
Exactly. Shit, I can walk out.
That's not a story there.
I want to be down and dirty like that cat that was staring at you when you came up here that
That's
day.
right. He
That
killed a-
fucking red cat.
Kill
And
it.
let me tell you something. That cat, that orange cat that
Yeah.
was staring at you, that cat has got the most ungodly shriek I've ever heard.
Oh really?
You can ask Taco Bell Lugosi.
Uh-huh.
We were hanging out here one night and the door was open.
Yeah.
And for the last 3 nights, I had heard this, but that one night I had to have him listen to it because I was like, man, is it just me, or does that sound fucking crazy? I mean, it's not even it's not even a meow, it's a shriek. Because Taco Bell Lugosi, like, it's a banshee. But that cat for some reason that cat is always facing off with another cat, and when he does that, that cat's like.
Are you sure that cat wasn't sacrificing another cat to his Lord all powerful Satan?
That cat was turned into a demon. The demon that we said he was.
Hail Satan! Your soul is mine! Your soul is required in hell! Yeah! You love what's walk whoop deep
Yeah, that's no wonder that cat meows backwards. Yeah, that cat's been meow. When? Cat's walking backwards. That cat walks backwards into that hole on the fence. You see his head disappear. What?
That cat, I think I saw when I was coming up here on the stairs. I think it was like doing its impression of the Exorcist scene. She's doing her spider walk down the stairs.
That cat was spider walking.
Oh my god.
Almost beat that cat's ass when that cat looked at me. He's like, your mother sucks cocks in hell. All right, motherfucker, you might be possessed. You want to talk about my mama like that? God damn it. Well, that's a demon cat. Dusty ain't that badass, but Dusty.
Oh no, Dusty. Yeah,
Dusty's a cat burglar.
He is.
Literally.
He is. Yeah.
In fact, the name of this video that we see on Yahoo, because I was just going through Yahoo right before you got in, and we weren't going to even like play a video. We were just going to be like, all right, we're going to do some email and get the fuck on out of here. But then I saw that cat, before I even read anything, I saw that cat looking. There's a picture of this cat looking from behind a bush and just staring, and it was just like, that motherfucker did something. Guilty.
He's plotting.
That motherfucker, he's scheming and plotting his next caper.
I know. I like how he's like hiding behind like bushes. And he's like really looking at something real analytical. Like, I was like, is he getting ready to take down a bank?
I was about to say that motherfucker's looking at.
He's seeing what time the guards leave for their lunch break.
Motherfucker looking at Fort Knox right now.
I know. I mean, this cat, just the look, just his face throughout this whole thing. Just watching what we saw, his face looks so sinister. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He looks sinister. He looks like he's plotting some shit. This motherfucker's foul, man. Look at him. This motherfucker look like the Joker right now.
No, he is, yeah, right.
And so this cat here, man, the big story about this cat being a cat burglar, the cat really is a fucking thief. This cat has stolen so much shit from around the neighborhood that he's almost created a makeshift garage sale.
Oh yeah.
But except nobody ain't buying shit. Everybody's kind of like, hey, wait a minute, that's my shit.
Yeah, I know, which is amazing because when you pointed this out and we were watching it, I was like, maybe it's a cute story where he's like stolen a few things. But no, they talk about him stealing like over 100 items in the neighborhood
over 3
alone.
years.
Oh yeah, over 3 years. Yeah, and when you see the yard and everything he's stolen, it is a fucking garage sale of just like everything.
In fact, I don't even think they did not call it garage sale. It was literally a sign out there that said, "Hey, that's my shit."
Yeah. Well, that's what the cat was doing. Because the funny thing is, like, the cat is looking at everyone take back the shit that he stole, and he looks genuinely pissed about it. Like,
he looking
asshole, I stole that. That shit belongs to me.
That's what he's plotting. He's like, yeah, motherfucker, take your shit.
Yeah.
I'll get it back.
Like,
I got it once, I'll get it again. I'm telling you, better. Hey, there's a neighborhood where you better get an alarm system. I mean, I'm talking about some shit like out of Ocean's 11, you know, with like lasers and shit.
Yeah.
In fact, this motherfucker needs to be in Ocean 16.
I know. Oh my god,
this motherfucker right here,
the feline criminal mastermind.
Shit, they need to put this motherfucker in the next Batman.
I know.
Shit, fuck Catwoman, Anne Hathaway. Put this motherfucker in there.
Replace Lex Luthor for the next Superman movie and throw this cat in there.
Put this cat. This fucking criminal mastermind
How
right
can
here.
you extinguish the greatest criminal mind of our time?
Fiend, do you know what greatness thou fuck with? But let's go ahead and listen to this video because it really is hard to believe. This is a fucking, this cat is mentally ill. The cat's a kleptomaniac. It really is. And I thought ferrets only did this, but no, cats apparently do it too.
Kodo and Podo.
All right, I'm just queuing this up right here. Let's see. Damn, come on. What the fuck? Come on. God damn it. Oh, here we go. Plague, damn you.
Neighbors in San Mateo, California are getting back their stolen goods.
Daddy, are these mine? Daddy, are these all mine?
Hey, it's on that table, ain't it?
Yeah, I know.
It's in that cat's yard. Yeah, it's yours.
The little princess design, it better be yours. I don't know. It sure as hell ain't mine.
No, it ain't yours. That cat's. He took it.
That cat's going, fuck you.
Yeah, that's mine. That cat's like Debo from Friday. Shit, my jaw, my drawers pump. Come up that little girl. Shit, that's my swimsuit pump. Push that little girl out the way.
Give that back, bitch.
Shit. My girl like, my grandmama gave me that suit.
Hundreds of items pilfered over 3 years, all by one culprit, Dusty the cat.
Meow.
Nicknamed Klepto, Dusty stalks the streets of San Mateo at night. He's taken car wash sponges, clothes, undergarments, and even bath towels.
Now, undergarments.
Wow.
This, not only is he a thief, but he's a pervert.
He is the ultimate pervert. I was like, man, I used to do this at his age.
Yeah.
When I was first built.
Yeah. In fact, I admire him because he got away with it. I always got caught.
He's like, meow.
Yeah. I'm
bitch.
a pro, bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna smell this.
But no, you gotta look at this yard, man. You gotta look at this yard. There's it is 3 tables worth of shit that this cat has stolen, and neighbors are coming out looking like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like some people are actually showing up because they actually think it's a yard sale. I mean, it's just so much shit. It's like, god damn, hey, how much is this shit?
Yeah,
no price tag.
This ain't a yard sale.
Yeah.
Shit.
If only Dusty knew how to do math, he'd already be selling half it. He'd be a millionaire in cat dollars.
Shit, that's a motherfucker came across the street. He's like, wait a minute, that's my TV.
I know, yeah.
Dusty?
A car. There's a car out in the park.
God damn, that's my Xbox. Yeah, Dusty got a car. Yeah,
that's my Camaro. I wonder what happened to that. Hey, where are the tires?
God damn. Shit, my grandmother went missing. You know they say elderly. Whenever you see those signs, elderly missing on the freeway.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Dusty got him.
Dusty did it. Yeah, you could. They're right over there, right next to the undergarments.
Yeah. Guy coming across the street. I was wondering where my mama went. Shit, we still looking for her. This motherfucker got her. Dusty just looking at it. Yeah. Take her shit. I'm tired of it anyway.
He had a full bath towel in his mouth. And, the cat's got a little mouth.
But his favorite target seems to be bathing suits.
This is my little bathing suit bottom. This is my other bathing suit bottom. This is my top.
Okay, that cat is a fucking freak. That cat is taking panties, going home, and that's why he's stealing shit. He's taking panties like,
and apparently he's a pedo cat.
Yeah, the pedo cat too.
Yeah, I know.
The motherfuckers.
That's a little girl's panties.
I know.
Come on, Dusty.
Oh my God, Dusty,
you old bastard.
Fuck pedo bear.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, Dusty.
Pedo cat.
God damn, Dusty. Somebody can lock that fool up, man.
No, you don't.
That fool needs to be on that one of those websites. Child molesters and pedophiles in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I know.
Dusty's face needs to be on there. God damn.
Jesus. Fucking cat.
Jesus Christ, man. Dusty's a fiend, man.
I just love how every time they show that camera pans up to him, he just looks pissed. That's my shit.
Yeah, it look like there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Giving it away. Charge them motherfuckers.
They need to scope out another neighborhood.
Yeah.
Dusty's owners say they used to try and return things, but they just kept piling up. Now they've got some advice for their neighbors.
It'd be funny if Dusty, they got him in the news and like, man, I was working for this family. They made me do this shit.
Yeah.
They was selling this shit on eBay.
He's like, meow.
What now, man?
I'm a victim of psycho stance. I'm the victim here. I was working for them. That's the only way I could eat, goddammit. They told me they put me out on the street if I didn't steal from them. Selling this shit on eBay using my name. By the way, they have a cat prostitution ring too. Help!
Leave anything outside that you don't want gone. And if you're missing something, come to our house.
This is the owner.
I know.
Pretty much telling people like, hey, don't leave shit outside, okay? Because my cat is gonna steal it.
I know. She looked away. She's like, yeah, this is funny and all, but don't press charges just yet.
I like the way she's laughing. Meanwhile, the neighborhood
kind of worried.
The neighborhood is pissed because the neighborhood is like, the cat got my shit.
Exactly. Like, control your cat, bitch.
Yeah. And when the woman's like, well, it's your fault for leaving it outside. Motherfucker's in my yard.
I know.
And now it's in your yard.
Oh, shit.
What's wrong here?
I'm about to steal that cat's balls. Shit up. Cat's head's gonna be on my fucking mantle.
Telling me to hide my shit. Tell you what, you better hide your fucking cat.
I know, right? Like that's
I'm about to kill this motherfucker.
That's the first thing you want to hear when you move into a neighborhood. Yeah, hide your shit.
Yeah.
Why? Because my cat'll steal it.
What
the fuck? Yeah.
Wait a minute. Because you thinking at first like it's not a safe neighborhood, and it's just like, well, it is if it ain't for this fucking cat.
No shit.
Goddamn, cat stealing shit. You gonna look outside one night here. See a fucking silhouette of a cat head driving over your car.
Yeah, that would be.
God damn it.
It'd be fucked up though if that cat, how he's stealing underwear and shit. And that cat stole like a bunch of underwear and they all had skid marks on them. And the one guy that has to like come and like claim that as his, like, oh shit, you know what? You keep that.
And then he'd be like, no, those ain't mine.
Yeah, sir, here they got your name written on them.
And Dusty comes out like just following that motherfucker those panties. Here, man, here.
You gotta take them.
You want them back? Here,
you dirty bastard.
No, man, no, it ain't mine.
No.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow. That cat just followed. Meow.
He's a shitty underwear. Hey,
fuck away from me, man. Those ain't mine. Meow. Yours, meow.
Got Batman and Superman with the shit stains on them. Yeah.
Cat throws him at his face. I don't want this shit no more.
And then it's Cyrus.
Yes, Cyrus.
Cyrus underwear.
No. This fucking cat though, boy. I can't believe this.
He's like, he doesn't even want to be interviewed. He's walking away from the camera like,
no comment now.
Fuck, leave me the fuck alone. My whole operations room.
Profile on the Animal Planet channel, and now more local fame. Nearby Redwood City invited him to be the Grand Marshal of the upcoming pet parade. Let's hope he doesn't make off with a float. Noel Legler, the Associated Press.
No, what you better hope is that you don't find a fucking dead body one day.
No shit.
Shit, the day that I tell you what, the day that people start missing that neighborhood, Dusty needs to be the first one they check.
I can see. No shit. You know what's gonna happen though during that parade? Dusty's gonna commandeer that goddamn float, and run over all the motherfuckers who are there to stand by and wave at his ass. Like he goes fucking attacks them, taking all his shit. I told you that's my shit.
That's my shit. That motherfucker's on. Next thing we see is like world's greatest chases. That'd be the best fucking chase in the world. Just a fucking group of squad cars.
Yeah.
Chasing a float.
Yeah.
Driven by a cat.
Hopefully it's a float that looks like the truck from Maximum Overdrive.
With a big goblin face.
Yeah, a big goblin face.
No, a big dusty face.
Yeah, a dusty face with big glowing red eyes.
Glowing red eyes. Woo, man, woo.
Big old sign, my shit.
Shit, they better throw that motherfucking parade. Because next thing you know, Dusty's going to be trying to knock over liquor stores. Motherfucker put on a stocking cap trying to hide his identity. Meow, give me the money, bitch. Meow.
No shit.
Motherfucker's crazy, man.
God. That is impressive, though. Just looking at that table, I was just like, wow, that cat really stole all that shit.
Not only stole, but that cat looked, you're right, every time they cut to that cat, every time, cat's under a branch or behind a bush or something just peeking out and like, all you motherfuckers gonna pay.
Yeah.
Take my shit, will you?
Pissed. He had the devil's eyes in him.
Shit, that motherfucker about to go on a shooting spree.
My whole empire is gone.
My empire. That's why that cat did it, because Carl told him, hey, man, you need to build your empire skid marks.
I know. Skid marks.
I can do this. Hey, man, I want you to come to a seminar and speak about your empire draws and skid marks.
Yeah. It's like, look at the motivation that went in it. We need to talk to kids about this kind of stuff.
Exactly. Shit.
You a go-getter.
Exactly. Shit, this motherfucker got initiative.
Yeah, that's right. You go and you get shit. You are the best go-getter I know.
You go and you get.
Yeah.
And don't give back.
No, that community. Yeah.
Fuck the community.
You need to fucking kidnap this cat, adopt it, and see how many of these motherfuckers who live around here want to keep this cat around.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see if they have the same attitude. It's like, this cat belongs to the community. Well, fucking take him.
The community can have him.
And he'll take all your shit.
Yeah. Community gonna end up having their shit stolen.
Yeah.
That motherfucker gonna take the community.
Yeah. Let's see how much. Let's see how long you love this fucking cat.
Yeah. Let's see how it is.
Yeah.
When I'm like when I'm treating this cat like Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
And I'm Fagin or whatever, I'm sending this motherfucker out to steal from me.
Yeah.
Bringing shit back.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I didn't tell you to invite him into your home.
Yeah. Shit.
He stole your panties and your dildo. It ain't my fault.
Shit. Dusty, give me a watch tonight.
Yeah.
Shit, Dusty.
We need some lunch money, Dusty.
Yeah. Shit. You see that old woman going out the parking lot every day? She like easy talking.
Yeah. Boy,
when she bends down to like pet you, take some shit. That's probably what he does. He's like, that cat's working his way up. That cat probably like attracts all kind of old women who bend down. Oh, ain't you cute? That motherfucker's pickpocketing them and taking shit out their purse.
Yeah.
I dropped my wallet.
Give me that bitch.
Meanwhile, Dusty's over at fucking Fuddruckers. Dusty's over at Golden Corral eating the buffet.
Yeah, no shit. He stole the buffet.
Yeah, shit. Yeah,
outside eating that shit.
Dusty's over there, goddamn Red Lobster, eating off some old woman's pension fund.
I do.
Meanwhile, he's stealing all the cheesy biscuits.
Yeah, cheesy biscuits. I love how even in this story, how criminals are rewarded by fucking having him lead the fucking parade. Where I'm like, wow, when's Lindsay Lohan gonna get to fucking lead her parade? It's like leading him into the courtroom every time. It's like, when is she gonna get her own little parade going? Like,
we reward celebrities, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dusty's gonna be in a movie now.
He is.
Yeah. Shit, it's gonna be like Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
The thing is, Dusty's like a fucking thief in real life, but
no
in this movie, he's gonna be like somebody stealing an artifact back for somebody. You know, he's gonna be a hero.
No shit.
He'll be busting into some fucking supervillain's lair.
Yeah.
Taking back some idol or something.
Heathcliff, you better fucking watch out, 'cause Dusty's in town. He's about to steal all your
Dusty's
shit.
back in town. Oh yeah. Wear my shoes. Dusty walking off with your sneakers.
You can be wearing my sneakers.
Be wearing your sneakers. Shit.
Oh, yeah, what? Hey! Dusty! Off to do his own podcast.
Yeah.
How to steal shit.
How to steal shit. So you trying to teach everybody, but all you hear is
Meow.
man.
Steal it, meow.
Man. This shit is stupid, boy. Goddamn. Did you? I think Dusty really want to impress me. Dusty need to try to steal rock.
Oh!
Rocking and stealing and rolling. Dusty. Oh no. Oh my God. I don't want to say anymore because Dusty stole my song right now. Well, welcome to What's Your Thoughts?
Exactly, and breakneck speed.
At breakneck speed. Didn't see it coming, did you? This shit just hit you in the face. Like doodle in the face. Just hit you in the face. Oh, man. This is the email section of Let's Do This. And I told you people we were going to get to this quick.
We were not fucking kidding. That's right.
We ain't playing with you.
No.
Oh, we fucking around. Ain't nobody fucking around with you. What we got here? Just goes to show you we can fill an hour and a half easy.
Yeah, we can. I know.
God damn. It
feels like we've only been doing this for about 10 minutes, honestly. I mean, in my head, I'm like, wow. You talk about having a skewed look on how you do a show.
This is another dimension in here.
It really is.
Where time takes on it's like, you know how they say, like, the further you get away from gravity or from the earth. Look, I don't know quantum physics. I probably shouldn't even say this, but they say, like,
we need to call Dusty on that one.
Call Dusty.
I think he has that figured out.
They say, like, I think time is different the further you get away from Earth. Now, I don't know why. And people just explain this to me from what I understand. You know, when you get into quantum physics and you get into time relativity and all that kind of stuff, they say, like, time takes on a different meaning the further you get away from the planet. And I think that also goes for, like, coming into this room.
Yeah, I know. At least,
like what's
at least when we're doing this. Yeah.
Like what's like 4 hours out there in the real world is like an hour to us.
Which is nuts. Only because, I listen to 4-hour shows like Howard, and those seem to just whiz by. But usually when I'm doing that, I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
And you do lose track of time. But, like, you think to yourself, who can do a 4-hour show? God damn. And when you think, oh, we do it.
Yeah, we do it
every
like
week.
nothing. Like,
and it just, like it is really nothing. I mean, just talking to Carlisle a few weeks ago, I was just like, yeah, we were doing the show, and we lost track of time. It was like a little over 4 hours. He's like, how in the fuck do you do that? And like looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm just like, we just do it. It's like, I don't even think about it. It feels like I only do the show for about 30 minutes. Honestly.
No, when we do it, it's
really
like next thing I know, I have to actually stop ourselves because I see what time it is, and I look at it, and I was like, and I've caught myself now. I was like, man, if I do not look at the time here and plan it out in my head, we will go on and on.
Oh yeah.
We've gone like 4.5 hours before.
We did the Halloween show. It was a marathon and a half.
That was a 5-hour show.
We took breaks, and we still came back and did like more hours.
Goddamn. So now think about.
And that was after we lost the show. I think did we lose some of that? I can't remember which show it was. But I remember we lost like.
No, that was another show recently.
That was another show.
We lost it, and we had to go back and I think that night just say fuck it, man. We just do it over again.
Yeah, I mean we just had to because it was like we're gonna have to do it anyway. So fuck it, might as well.
So that was like a 5-hour marathon in itself, and so doing this show for an hour and a half because it's going to be an hour and a half show. We're saving 30 minutes to answer questions from the audience. So think about it, man. An hour and a half. We really got to sit down and just think about how that's going to go because if we ain't careful, we're going to be keeping people in there for like 3 fucking hours, man.
It's one thing to listen only because people are doing stuff, but like having people stand, especially if they're standing.
Oh man, I hope nobody's standing.
But I mean, if it's. I always say, if anything, I mean, fuck, Dave Chappelle, a lot of comedians, they do marathons of like comedy, which you always think, well, who can stand like 4 hours worth of anything? And those guys, well, Dave Chappelle has proven he can do it. I mean,
Dave Chappelle, Paul Mooney is a comedian that used to do a lot of writing for Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
you know Paul Mooney.
Yeah,
Paul Mooney,
yeah.
he was on.
He was on Dave Chappelle. He was Negrodamus.
I saw Negrodamus, man. He actually called himself, come see Negrodamus. So I went to see Paul Mooney, and I got warned that Paul Mooney will go on and on. Paul Mooney he'll make you laugh so hard and will keep going to the point where you can't even laugh anymore. Leon told me this. He said, man, if you see Paul Mooney, go see him. But that guy will go 3 hours or over. He will go until they kick him out of the club.
Oh, wow.
And that night there were people getting up and leaving and because they just couldn't take it anymore. Right. It was so long. And he still just sat there. He's like, I know you're tired, people. I know. Fuck it. You know? This is fun.
Yeah, you know, I know. And you know, you think, you know what? Well, I wasn't planning on doing anything else tonight. I'm getting my fucking money's worth. It's better than having a performer come out and only play for an hour or 5 minutes,
and then leave.
Which I've seen.
Yes. Yeah, you and I were both at one thing when that happened.
Oh, yeah,
We saw Dr. Octagon. Cool Keith came out and performed for like 30 minutes. You sat there for like 3 hours waiting for his ass to come out.
It should have been called Dr. Octagon with surprise guest appearance by Cool Keith. He came out handing out some chicken wings, and that was
it. Was some fried chicken and Capri Sun in a Ziploc bag.
And he was gone.
He's gone, man.
He should have just been called Meals on Wheels. He handed out that shit, and he was gone.
But I was kind of worried about the show because I was like, man, I don't know what we're going to do. And then I sat.
You were worried. I was worried. I mean, when you told me 2 hours, I was like, I remember looking at you and go, 2 hours? And I was just like, oh, wait, we do
a 4 hour show.
And I think about the Spill.com thing, too, where I'm just like, oh, wait, that's nothing. But,
really, I was worried before, and after I just felt after last week I wasn't worried, but after I just felt what it was like now, when I looked down to see that it really is about an hour and a half that we've gone, it's like, wow, that's going to be like nothing.
It is.
I mean, if anything, it's going to feel like we didn't even get to do what we really wanted to do. We're going to feel like we gypped everybody.
No, I mean, because I was honestly worried because, when you do a live show, especially with us, you know, it's like we want to do the best show we can. I mean, we just don't want to go up there and go, hey, how's it going? And what's everybody doing? I mean, we want to have a good fucking show, you know, and because it may be the only time we get to do something like this. Who knows?
Yeah.
But the thing is that, you want it to be entertaining. You want to give everyone, even though I don't think anybody's paying for this.
No.
You want to give everyone at least.
Paying with the time.
Paying with the time. You want to give them like the best experience you can.
You know, I was just thinking, too, we need to get a glossary together.
Yeah.
For people who don't know what's happening on the show.
That would be funny.
That would, just print out some, because I'm going to get Metal Virgin to do this. Just print out, like, what is this bullshit training? What is going on? And why y'all singing rock? And what's fuck your thoughts? Why are you fucking thoughts again?
Fuck it, might as well.
Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of funny.
I do. You go for it.
So, why is it?
But anyway,
what were you saying?
We're sidetracking.
Yeah, we're sidetracking. Yeah,
I want to pat ourselves on the back. Yes, we can do a 4 hour show. Nobody else can.
Fuck you. You're we're pros.
I'm sorry, but
you can't do a 4 hour show. You suck.
I know. It's just. It's just one of those things where it's good to know that we can do this.
No, I'm very confident.
Which is why I'm not nervous or anything.
Me either.
About that show.
Now.
Yeah.
Nah. So let's see. Here's a thought that wants to get fucked. Sergeant Coconut.
Oh.
Surge Coconut. It's SRG Coconut.
All right.
I'll take that as Sergeant Coconut.
I like that better.
Sergeant Coconut. Yeah, I like that too. Sergeant Coconut. He wants us to.
What do you want to know, Sarge?
I'm gonna read it like a soldier. Please fuck this thought gently. It's a virgin, sir. That didn't work out like I thought it would. Please fuck this thought gently. It's a virgin. What's good, my spill homies? I've been a long time spillaholic, and this is my first ever submitted question. I was gonna say I don't recognize you, Sergeant Coconut. Don't recognize that name. I recently read on your site that Guillermo del Toro quit The Mountains of Madness due to discrepancies with Universal about the ratings. Much like Gore Verbinski in BioShock. My question is, do you think we the people are going to see many more instances like this? And how does this impact the film industry? I don't think you're going to see this a lot. I mean, it takes a director with a track record, a confident director, and a director who knows that there's another project waiting right after this.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Guillermo has like 20 fucking projects.
Yeah, that motherfucker's like
already.
Tupac, you know.
It's always something new. And reading that, it's funny. I was talking to Cyrus about this, to where he's in a contract. So he's in a contract at Universal. So I think we would at some point we probably will see that movie being made, just not at Universal. But I'm glad, I'm glad a director has the balls to go, look, if you guys don't want to make it the way I want to make it, then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll do something else.
Yeah, and if you don't know what the story is, Guillermo del Toro was talking about how they were ready to start at the Mouth of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
If that is at the Mouth of Madness, the Mountains of Madness.
The Mountains of
I'm thinking
Madness,
of that.
yeah,
I'm thinking of that old movie, that John Carpenter movie.
Oh
with
yeah.
Sam,
What's
his
In
name?
the Mouth of Madness.
In the Mouth of Madness.
This is based off a H.P. Lovecraft.
H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah. What? So was at the in the Mouth of Madness.
I don't think that was. I think there's.
it was loosely based on
there's
H.P.
some
Lovecraft.
some loose stuff based on
Sam Neill
story. Yeah.
was in in the Mouth of Madness, but this one is the Mountains of Madness. It's a H.P. Lovecraft story. Guillermo del Toro said that it had to be done with an R rating, and so the story is Universal has dropped the project because Guillermo del Toro doesn't want to do it because they want him to do it as a PG-13 film, so that of course it could have a wider audience, and make a little more money. Now this is the same thing that went on with Gore Verbinski. Gore Verbinski just recently had a hit with Rango. And Rango's that family film Talking Lizard thing, which is great.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
I love it, yeah. And Gore Verbinski has, he has a track record of working with all kind of ratings in a movie. I think, the Rango is PG. Mouse Hunt is sort of a family film. That was PG. Then he did the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. And those PG-13.
I want to say they are.
I mean, they should be.
I want to say at least they are because of there's some violence in there.
Yeah, there's some violence in there. He did The Ring.
Yeah,
which is PG-13. So he's not against making a PG-13 movie that's supposed to be for a wider audience. I mean, I think The Ring is one where he just said, listen, I got to get my money too on this one. But
and that movie didn't need to be rated R. It was creepy enough.
Exactly.
I was shocked. I'm shocked.
That's a good point, man.
I'm shocked that it wasn't rated R.
Yeah. But for BioShock, he said this has to be, if you want to capture the true essence of the game, it has to be rated R. I forgot who he was doing this with. I guess it was Universal too that was also going to be doing this.
Okay.
And they said, okay. And I might be wrong about that. Please correct me if I am, people. But he said, oh, look, if you don't want me to do it as a rated R film, I'm not going to do it. And the Mountains of Madness had Tom Cruise already attached to it. Was going to have James Cameron's name as producing, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And his name was going to be attached to it somehow. And then you got, and then you have Guillermo del Toro's name on it. It's like, I think that this was going to be kind of a winner here.
I guarantee you two of those factors is probably the reason why they wanted it to be PG-13, because they knew that they can pull in a wider audience, especially with James Cameron's name attached to it. Everyone will come out to see a James Cameron film.
But here's the thing about it, and maybe this is like shedding some light on why this is not happening in the Mountains of Madness, is because, listen, Sanctum was a big 3D movie with James Cameron's name on it, and yet it was rated R.
Yeah.
So it's not like they don't have anything against making it, but at the same time, Sanctum didn't perform all that well.
No.
I mean, it came in, it underperformed. So I don't know. But anyway, listen, a director who knows that they have a name or they have a track record or something they can fall back on, yeah, of course, I'll be like, hey, I got a little power to say, fuck you, I'm going to walk on. Look, if you Joe Neckbone in there working on your first movie and they tell you to fucking make it rated PG-13, chances are you're going to be like, fuck y'all. Well, I don't have another project.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Which you're hoping somebody. I don't know. It's always one of those things where it's like you hope a director will go out of their way to go. All right, look, I just look at that as another challenge, so I'm gonna find a way around it.
Yes.
But with Guillermo del Toro, I'm like, hey, that guy.
You got to buy a little time before you get that clout. So you
just
tell people, how dare you insult my artistic integrity.
Exactly. And the thing is that, if the guy has a clear vision and he's very passionate about that, good for him.
And hopefully maybe another studio will pick it up because he's worked with different studios before.
Because I tell you what, no other studios probably gives two shits about that H.P. Lovecraft story.
No. Let's see here. Give me your Jew gold. That's not racist at all.
No. Because we have plenty of it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, Dusty took it. Yeah. Sitting right here.
Dusty got some Jew gold.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see here. Thought needs to be fucked raw.
Damn.
Okay, well, let's see what
friction.
we can do here. Friction. No lube.
No.
Brication. As we all know, hip-hop has changed hugely over the years, but I was wondering what you think of the new trend of indie hip-hop and more emotional hip-hop with new artists as Kid Cudi, who can be said to be very indie, and Kanye, who is very emotional to complete bullshit like Drake. Just wondering your views on the state of hip-hop today and its convergence with other genres. Listen,
That's all you, brother.
Okay, that's all me. Listen, I will say this. Kanye West is at a good point because Kanye West, I don't think he's the best rapper, but his production is out of sight, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's caught between that whole thing of making like really good production and being able to kind of go mainstream and still have some sort of edge to people who love more underground hip hop, who love indie hip hop. But I'm like everybody else. Hip hop is kind of hit a plateau right now, and I'm talking about more your mainstream hip hop, and it's all kind of gone in a line of some bullshit. You know, it's like same thing as pop. You know, they just put it out there for people who don't really care about the music or the progression of the music. They just want to fucking dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It all
shake
becomes
their ass, all that kind of shit, and that's fine with me. But and also I'm getting tired of just I'm not, look, sampling has been a huge part of hip hop. And it's been cool over the last few years, but now it's hit such a mainstream that a lot of people are doing it in pop music. A lot of people are doing it in R&B. And a lot of people, if you even look at some country songs, I think there's some sampling in some cases going on with that, and people just having an influence and mimicking what you've heard before. There's not a lot of originality out there, but the whole sampling thing, I'm just kind of like, listen, you know, now that it's kind of crossed over into like mainstream pop music and stuff like that, I think we need to like get some real musicians.
Yeah, I know.
Because all this shit that I hear, especially like in R&B and stuff, man, it's like that's great, but when I go back and listen to the original songs, I still have so much more respect.
Oh yeah,
for that music that people got that music from.
Yeah. It's always weird.
And those are made by real musicians.
Yeah. Well, it's always weird. Like, you know, I don't listen to all that much hip hop anymore, just because. Yeah, there's a point where it kind of died for me, at least. Like, you know, it seems like 5-10 years ago probably, where there was like a really, you know, just you hear things that you're like, okay, wow, they're using a sample. They're making it sound whole fresh and new, but after a while, especially in this market now where it's so oversaturated, just the music market alone is so oversaturated with so many people trying to like either be a hip hop artist or, you know, metal or anything, you know, even for metal, I hear riffs that I'm like, wow, I've heard this riff before. Yeah. And it's just something you can tell a band was influenced by, where they may have somehow picked it up and just were unaware that they were like playing a riff that maybe they heard from another album, but I know it because I've heard it before. Yeah. And you're just like, man, it's like
everybody's just riding off of something else these days. Yeah. And you know, I have a little more respect for the artists that actually play music now. I mean, there was a day where I would say, hey man, you know, quit talking about hip hop artists aren't real musicians, because they are. I mean, but it's like the whole thing of sampling, it just took me to go back and revisit a lot of my old songs, my Parliament Funkadelic collection, and listen to how amazing those artists were.
Oh yeah.
And how well they worked as a group, and how they were crazier than a lot of shit you see today. I mean, I'm talking about a group that had names for songs like Promental Shit Backwash Psychosis Enema Squad. That's an actual song.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and these guys got sampled to death in like the late 80s, early, especially in the 90s. It's like somebody just opened up a vault of Parliament and just threw it out in the middle of the street for all these rappers to take. And it was like, man. And George, I think the story is George Clinton he allowed a lot of these rappers to do this, like, you know, didn't do any copyright infringement on them. So you just kept hearing all these Parliament Funkadelic songs everywhere being sampled by people like Dr. Dre, swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride, and all that kind of shit. You know, I'm just like, wow, man.
And it sucks when you hear it, because like I was gonna say is that a lot of the stuff I hear now, it's like I've heard the same samples from other bands of other groups who have already used them, and it's just like, wow. I mean, there is such a thing as oversampling.
Yeah, and George Clinton was the one. I just listened to like all that music, and I'm like, wow, these guys were amazing. And I want to hear. I've had enough of the sampling. Okay, I mean, I have nothing against it. I'm a hip hop junkie, but fucking sampling is. I want to hear some real musicians now.
Yeah. Which it makes you wonder. I mean, how many kids out there are really like playing instruments anymore? Like, I mean, everyone's playing fucking Guitar Hero and shit. But I mean, as far as like, I don't see too many. Well, at least maybe I'm just unaware because I'm not that into music as I used to be, as far as trying to find new groups, only because it's so hard, because like I said, the market is so oversaturated with music. You have to dig for anything new and anything like original these days. I mean, you really have to dig. And I'm always curious too, like I was like, how many kids are out there are really like, learning to play instruments? How many kids out there who are like heavily influenced by hip hop are playing the bass or like playing the drums, or which, if you think about how that music was originated, it's all originated from the drum and bass. And
say what you will about Justin Bieber, he can play instruments.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing.
And the other thing is, like, I love DJs. Don't get me wrong. They get the party going, all that kind of shit. I see amazing DJs out there, but I think we're getting to a point where we're looking at DJs as actual musicians.
Yeah,
and that.
I've always had a problem with that.
People don't get me wrong. Yeah. I love DJs. I told you, I've seen Deadmau5 about 3 times. Fucking huge show. Love it. It's amazing. But, I've seen the Chemical Brothers, all kind of people just, DJs. But they don't play fucking instruments, all right? When you get people, I mean, turntablism, all that, that's a skill.
Yeah.
It's an art.
That's the one thing I respect. I respect that, and you're right. I mean, the thing is, when you have actors who are now calling themselves DJs because they can pull out their iPod and play their favorite tracks, I'm like, really? Are we just giving that title away to anyone and everyone? Really?
But even then, I'm looking at people like with these huge shows that are playing, they're playing fucking records.
Yeah.
Huge shows, filling out like, stadium-sized crowds, and like they're playing fucking records, man.
Yeah,
they're playing it with skill, but they're playing fucking records, and it's look like, and people are like, wow, that guy's fucking great. And it's like, you never go listen to the song that they're playing where they got that music from, though.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just baffles me.
Yeah.
But it brings me to like a point here. Listen, don't discount hip hop as a whole as like there's nothing happening, or any other kind of music, because there's always something happening behind the curtain, outside the margins where people aren't really paying attention to. And with hip hop, I'm seeing that right now. Somebody turned me on to a group of kids called Odd Sound Wolfgang Kill Them All.
They need to change their name if they want me to remember that to go find their shit.
But they got a kid that's busting out of there called Tyler. It was a Spill member, a little Spilly, that turned me on to this. He said, hey, man, you got to check out Tyler, the Creator. And I'm like looking at this, and I'm like, wow, I haven't heard anything like this in a long time. The kid is fucking 19.
Oh, wow.
And I heard that they make their own videos, and the music is... It's undeniably hip hop, but it's that hip hop that's out there, and it's like I would be surprised if this ever finds a mainstream audience. I hope it does, but it's like, but it is out there, and I like it because this is something different. This is a group of kids who are like, okay, fuck the image, fuck the chains, fuck all this. It's a group of black kids too, and they're like, we got our own thing. They're like skateboarders.
Oh wow!
And they're hip hop. And let me play this for you, man. You got to listen to this shit. Right, this shit called Yonkers that this dude Tyler, the Creator, created. And see, the reason why I want to play it for you is because you'll like it.
Okay.
It's right up your alley.
I trust you.
It's some creepy shit.
Oh no.
I think I cut you off before you got creepy.
Oh no.
What'd you say?
I said I like creepy. Yeah.
But you said it with more enthusiasm. You're like, I like creepy.
I like creepy. Yeah. That's how I said it.
Let's see. Tyler, the Creator.
I love creepy.
I love creepy. This song is called Yonkers. That's what Dusty the Cat steals your shit to. I got your draws.
That's when he has you under hypnosis and he's just taking your shit. Yeah, he's just stealing your underwear as you sit
while
there
you wear
and do
them.
Nothing. Yeah, right.
He's taking off your pants to this
exactly.
shit. Relax.
He's paralyzed you.
I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Threesomes with a fucking triceratops. bars. Wearing synthetic wigs made of Anwars. Dreadlocks, bedrock. Harder than a motherfucking Flintstone. Making crack rocks out of pussy nigga fish bones. This nigga Jasper tryna get grown. About 5'7" of his bitches in my bedroom. Swallow the cinnamon. I'ma scribble this shit and shit while Sid is telling me that she's been getting intimate with me.
Now,
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of badass.
I like that. Yeah.
This dude is like, he's, the music doesn't, I don't know if they sampled it or not, but it doesn't sound like anything I've heard out there recently.
No. I was gonna say, like, it kind of reminded me of the stuff I used to, I miss, like the Cypress Hill, like Temple of Boom.
Temple of Boom and all this.
Boom.
I'm having illusions.
Where the DJ for that, I mean, for Cypress Hill, I mean, he threw in some creepy stuff and some stuff that I just
it was psychedelic too.
Yeah, it was really psychedelic and it was just different. It was just something you just don't hear. It's something you want to hear on the radio.
Yeah. And this video, this guy's made this video. I think they say he makes his own video and like this like he's sitting there, it's black and white, and this dude's sitting here playing with a roach. And I mean, it's they have this thing for like creating scenarios where they like they're killers and they're psychos and all this kind of shit, but they're not playing that gangster rap shit, Right. It's more like, hey, it's just weird. It's just weird shit.
And some of it reminds me a little bit of Tricky.
Tricky, yes. You know what? Good call, man. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Tricky.
I miss that
kind of shit.
Yeah, I know. I miss it. Really do.
Sid, shut the fuck up. Here's the number to my therapist. You tell him all your problems. He's fucking awesome with listening.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah, this is like some tricky shit, man.
And this actually kind of reminds me of some DJ Qbert.
DJ Qbert. Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah, I actually love this song, man.
Jesus called, he said he's sick of the disses. I told him to quit bitching. It says in the fucking hotline.
Like the dude's eating roaches and vomiting and shit.
Hanging out. Kind of looks like a nerdy kind of.
What's that?
He kind of looks like a nerdy kind of guy. Just
that's what I'm saying. Like this, they look like skate punks.
Yeah.
But after bowling, I went home for some damn adventure time.
And like in the middle of the video, he stops rapping, but the rapping keeps going.
That's cool.
But you got to see the end of this video, though. That's why I'm playing it. Taking his shirt off and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck her. Wolf Haley robbing them. I'll crash that fucking airplane.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And won't stop until the cops come in. I'm an overachiever, so how about I start a team of leaders and pick up Stevie Wonder to be the wide receiver?
But I think you nailed it, man. When you said it's like some tricky shit,
cool. I like it.
All I want, fuck money, diamonds, and bitches don't need them. But where the fat ones at? I got something to feed them. It's some cooking books. The black kids never wanted to read them. Snapback ring, chia fucking leaves. It's been a couple months and Tina's
nose bleeding and shit. That dude's like confusing himself. He's talking so much nonsense. He's bleeding from the nose.
He's so screaming nonsense. He's gonna kill himself now.
Like he hangs himself at the end of the video.
That's exactly what kids need to see these days. Yeah.
It was a role model, man.
Very strange and very tough. Escape. That's all you can do. Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. You definitely won't see that on MTV, but
no,
that's fucking cool though.
Yeah, I love that shit, man.
Tyler the Creator.
The Creator, part of a bigger group called Odd Sound Wolfgang Kill Them All.
Goddamn. All right. Odd Sound. Wait. Shit. I'll just look at Tyler and I'll go from there. Tyler the Creator.
About to make my nose bleed.
Cool. Yeah. Will somebody please turn me on to some new metal out there?
Yeah, they were even on Jimmy. They had a huge performance on Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon was like, I didn't see it. I'm gonna watch it after this. But Jimmy Fallon was like, I love these guys, man. These guys are like
Jimmy Fallon. That guy, I swear, he can have like the coolest band and like have the coolest guests, but I still can't watch a show to save my life.
Really? Because I thought the show. Yeah. I mean, I felt bad because I was talking shit about it, mad shit about it early on, and then I thought like, well, damn, this show just got a little bit better, man.
And maybe it did. Yeah. I mean.
Let's see what it's. I'm not gonna play this all the time. I'm just like, what?
Okay.
A bunch of crazy black kids.
Yeah. With us performing the song "Sandwiches" with a little help from the Roots. Please welcome Tyler the Creator and Haji Beats from Odd Future.
Motherfuckers always making music like they creeping into the room and shit.
It's cool though.
Who the heck invited Mr. I don't give a what who cries about his daddy and applaud because his music sucks? I did. When you messing up with
You know what it reminds me of? In a way, but I hope it's not as gimmicky. You remember Grave Diggers?
Oh yeah.
Come on, kid. School that class and hit that work. Let's buy guns and kill those kids.
You got that spooky vibe on stage. Definitely.
That's the kind of shit
Halloween.
Scooby-Doo solves mysteries too.
I know. I'm waiting for King Diamond to come out with a lantern looking around the stage.
Kevin's a big fan of King Diamond, man.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Good for him. I love King Diamond.
Seriously, man.
It's hilarious.
Let's see. Travis. Oh, that's never mind.
Okay.
He's talking about it. And I can guarantee you what he's asking. This is an email from Travis Rolstead. He says a great zombie audio drama. I bet you know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
I bet he's talking about We're Alive.
Yes.
That guy's a member of the site that does We're Alive.
What? He is?
Yeah, we've talked to him.
Fuck.
I've talked to him. Cyrus talks to him all the time.
Yeah, I know. Everybody talks to everybody cool except me.
Well, let me see.
Well, hey, if he's listening, I love your fucking audio drama.
Yeah.
And you're doing a great fucking job. And
No,
I'm trying to catch up with that show like crazy.
Yeah. I've been trying to.
It's one of those things where I honestly prefer listening to it in the car.
In your little co-host mobile?
Yeah, my co-host mobile. Just because I have such a great memory of fucking like playing it when I was going to El Paso around Halloween. And just listening to that show, it just creeped me out, especially seeing dead deer in the road that looked like it'd been fucking chewed up by zombies. I mean, I had the greatest experience.
That's right. When you went to El Paso,
just listening to that show. I mean, that will always be like a great memory to me. Just being in my car listening to that radio drama. Only because it really did fucking creep me the fuck out. I mean, it's that great. If anybody out there hasn't listened to it yet, I mean, get off your fucking Quit jerking off on your computer right now and go to iTunes and fucking look up We're Alive.
Do this now.
Yeah, especially if you're a zombie fan, fucking look it up and listen to that fucking show because it's amazing. Honestly, I usually don't give a shit about radio dramas because I'm like, it's radio drama, give a shit.
Yeah.
But with this one, I give a shit.
Some great production on there,
good.
man.
It's amazing. Listening into the car, there's a part where bullets were ricocheting, and in my car, it just sounded really cool. Especially
you sure that wasn't real bullets ricocheting? You
maybe
were in El Paso.
So, yeah. They drive like a fucking idiot anyway. But yeah, no, but I mean, I was really just amazed by the production on that show and just the storyline. I mean, it's just a great zombie story.
Yeah, it's a little. I have to say it's taking a different turn than I thought it would.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna say anything. No. I'm talking about the show itself. As in being like what kind? It's a zombie podcast, but they've taken their own spin on the zombie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
No worry, you about to slap the shit out of me. All right.
I know. It was hard. I wanted to slap the shit out of Cyrus. He was talking to Leon about it.
Man, he did it right here in front of us.
And I told him, I was like, dude, I haven't heard that far just yet. He didn't give a fuck. Asshole.
He just kept talking. I was there.
And I tuned him out
when they were here.
Yeah.
I was like,
I had to tune him out. I was getting pissed.
I was like, I haven't listened to this either. I was like,
no shit.
Those motherfuckers. Like, he is talking to the spoiler.
I know it is.
I told him before.
Yeah, he's like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Like, yeah, do y'all want to talk about this shit that much?
I know.
You can't compose yourself.
I know. It's just like we both just said that we have not listened to that far into the show, and they're like about this bullshit, and I immediately pulled out my phone and started. Fucking,
you know what? I did the same thing. I've been to that. I didn't want that discussion before, where I was like, hey man, will y'all please stop? And it was like, man, leave the room then.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, like it's not like I'm sitting here doing anything. You know?
No, it's like, you know what, asshole, I fucking enjoy that show. Please don't do this.
Yeah. God damn, motherfuckers just don't know when to shut up.
Cyrus I need to teach him a lesson one of these days.
Put Dustin in the room. I'm taking his underoos.
Nah.
It's Batman underoos.
I'm just fucking everybody go rat on my.
I know, yeah. You know that's what they're gonna do.
I know.
Co-host talking about you.
Co-host, I heard you were talking about.
Hey man, you know he gets his feelings hurt.
I talk about everyone.
I know he gets his feelings hurt.
I know.
Hey man, what you said about me?
Hey man,
I thought we were friends.
I know, what's going on? I was like, what are you talking about? I heard some things.
I heard some things,
I heard some things. Well, what did you fucking hear?
Dings. What a dings.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it. Let's see. Hey, this is from El Senor.
Yeah.
Who says, "Dear Corey and co-host, please lure this thought into a false sense of security. Caress its thighs, play music, the works, then lock the door and fuck it vigorously."
No.
Oh, man, that's kind of rape shit right there.
It is. That's scary.
Yeah, but that's what you desire.
Yeah.
Hey, you asked for it.
You asked for it.
And then watch later, his thought is going to go off and report on us.
Exactly.
Like,
you know, we're in jail.
I didn't want it.
We're in jail getting raped.
Okay. He says, Senor says, "I recently heard Viggo Mortensen is a possible choice for General Zod in the new Superman movie. This may be old news to you, but I just want to get your opinion on this. Also, there are many recent cases that have just made you ask, why them for my particular roles? Explain, if that's okay with you." I don't know what that second part
Yeah, I
means.
don't know what that means. Like, why choose them?
Thanks for fucking. Keep the train a rolling, guys. Okay, well, I'm gonna let
Viggo Mortensen.
leave that up to you.
Okay, well, Viggo Mortensen, he's the guy who's in
The Road.
The Road, yeah. You know what? I could see him playing General Zod. I think I'd be cool with that. Yeah. But then again, there's one thing about being cool with it and one thing about it actually happening. So, you know, until they even announce that Zod's going to be in the movie, it seems like they cast Ursa.
Yeah.
And one would, you know, it'd be logical to think that Zod's going to be in it, but I haven't heard that yet. So, but if they were to do that, yeah, he's a great fucking actor. I mean, he could pull it off. It'd be interesting to see what he could do with that role. You know,
there's worse people that they can get. Viggo Mortensen.
Easily.
Viggo Mortensen is one of those guys. When you hear his name announced, you know, like fuck.
Yeah.
You know, you usually very positive. You're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
You're gonna throw fuck in there. You're gonna be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That dude was in The Road.
Yeah. It's just like, you know, I'm like, I've never seen the guy really play a villain. I mean, a real like just crazy villain like that. And I'm trying to think of a movie right now where he was actually a villain. And I can't think of one. But yeah. But I will say this though, I recently just saw All-Star Superman, which is part of the DC Universe animated feature. That is by far the greatest Superman animated feature I've ever seen. That's the best. That's the best out of all the DC stuff. Honestly, that is by far my favorite.
Netflix, baby, right?
You know what? It will be on Netflix eventually.
It is on Netflix.
Oh, it is right now for streaming?
Okay, maybe not. I think I saw it.
Okay, because I know if it's not now, it will be soon. It has to be.
I'm pretty sure I saw it.
I strongly recommend any Superman fan, any fan of the DC animated universe, watch that movie. And I don't even want to say too much about it because even just telling you what the plot is would be spoiling it. I mean, it is really that great of an animated feature. I mean, you have to see that if you're a DC fan or Superman fan.
Hey, you want to hear a question from Boss David?
Yeah.
You got to think about that.
Do I have a choice?
I don't like that guy. Let's see. LDT question, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he says.
All right.
Sup, Corey and co-host.
What up?
It is I, Boss David.
Holy.
The dude who went to Dragon Con. The dude who went.
Okay, the dude who went to Dragon Con. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay. I don't know.
I know you're scaring me.
I know. Is this the guy?
I'm the one who invited Corey.
Yeah. I will not dare read your question, sir. Now, let's see. My question to you guys is, what is the oldest movie you have seen? Mine would have to be Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Thanks, motherfucker. I don't know what the oldest movie I've seen. I'm sure I've seen some. Because listen, I'm sure I've seen some black and white film that's from back in the day. Yeah. You know,
like
I don't.
Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Nosferatu.
I mean, Edison did a Frankenstein. I mean, look, if you watch the first Edison film that he did, I mean, I guess that's it.
What was the first silent film? Was it that? Was the one with the moon where the
no, Trip to the Moon?
Trip to the Moon, yeah.
No. The first silent movie. I just heard this the other day. Fuck. I think it was like a Western.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought it was that Trip to the Moon movie, but
oh man, let me look it up because I've
always wondered about that.
The Great Train Robbery. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. By Thomas Edison. Yeah. There you go.
All right. The Great Train. Okay, I need to put that in my memory banks. I need to see that too. I like to see that.
Yeah. It's produced by Thomas Edison. And filmed by. Oh yeah, it was directed by him too. Yeah.
Damn.
So there you go. Yeah.
That boy got talent.
Yeah. I've seen that. That's pretty old. Now I think Edison did some tests on film. So if you've seen those, then you've seen the old.
I probably have. Yeah. Shit.
So I don't know. You know, Edison did a Frankenstein movie.
No, I did
you should
not
see
know
it.
that.
It's actually kind of creepy looking.
Is it?
Because it's so old and weird looking. You know, black and white, and especially silent black and white.
Oh, you kidding
me?
me?
Like really nightmarish look to it.
Yeah. Somebody was talking about what's the best Dracula movie they've ever seen, and I always have to say Nosferatu for me. Yeah,
the old black and white.
The old black and white one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, Marshall. Well, Marshall's been here before, but we'll answer his question. This will probably be the last one.
Oh.
Let's do this motivation. Uncle Corey, hello, and how are you? I'd like to ask you about motivation.
Wow.
Are you trying to sell me something? Is this like Amway? I love films and have spent my life reaching for that filmmaker way. Be it acting, stunt work, director, and writer. However, I ended up being a vagabond with a computer and internet connection. I walked from Flagstaff, Arizona to Columbus, Ohio, and back. I can do that, but not finish a story for hell. Please help. P.S. Co-host, the law in Arizona have yet to get me for being brown, but I hear they will unleash Ed 209 on your brown ass. I had the brown.
Oh, okay. I guess they still got brown problems in Arizona. Okay.
Not just Dusty stealing those brown draws of yours.
I was like, all I'm thinking right now is like, Dusty, you fucking walked from heaven to hell, and why don't you make a movie about that?
Yeah. Jesus, man. And you can walk, but
you should have had a camera with you. You could have documented that whole experience.
I don't know, man. Listen, I can't help people with motivation because you either have the desire to do it or you don't.
Exactly.
I can sit up here and tell you all about motivation. I can come over there and wake your ass up, hold you by the hand. I could actually take my hand to yours and write shit. And after a day or so, you know what?
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, man, his hand's not taped to mine anymore.
Yeah.
I can't write anymore. You know, I mean, no matter what happens, man, I can be a drill sergeant on your ass. And, and unless you have the urge to do it deep down inside, you're not going to do it.
Yeah. If you're not shooting anything on a VHS camera or anything like that, any kind of camera you got, if you're not shooting that or doing that by now, if you don't at least have two little things that you've done under your belt, more than likely you probably are never going to do it. So hopefully you hearing us making fun of you for not getting off your ass and doing anything, maybe that will give you some inspirado for you to go out and do something. Go film yourself jerking off. Do something. Film something.
Jesus Christ. It's frustrating when I hear this kind of question because I have one very blunt and frank answer to you, and that is if you can't find the motivation to do it, then it doesn't mean that much to you.
Exactly. If you're looking for motivation, if you're asking other people for motivation, how do you say it? What do they call it? Motivation.
Moxie.
That's Mickey from Rocky. I can't remember which Rocky I heard it the other day. He's like, what do they call it? Motivation. If you're having to ask people, what do I do to do this? No, then you're.
Yeah, listen, man.
You just gotta fucking do it.
What do you want me to hand you a box with motivation inside of it? I mean, it's just like I can't believe you can fucking walk. Apparently, walking means more to you than writing a story or anything. I don't know what to tell you. It's because writing is hard. Yeah, I would say walking. Even though you walked a long way, I mean, you can walk. I mean, you just get up and you have to walk from one place to another. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be sitting there and probably starve to death.
And if
shit on yourself.
Yeah, and if something, write about your walking trip. If it was that interesting, or at least something happened on that trip, write about it.
But if I can help out here, I'm saying is just do it. It really, that is true. Like if it's important to you, you'll find a way to do it. Even if you don't think you're that good, if you really have something to say, you'll do it. But also one of the things that's probably keeping this person from moving forward is the need to be perfect the first time they do it. Every creative person wants to they want it to be great.
Right.
Everybody's afraid to fail.
I get that.
You got to fail, and you got to be able to have people tell you that it's not that great the first time around. You got to be able to take criticism. It's and that's probably what you're avoiding. But listen,
it's scary. When you told me about the whole let's do this live thing, I get scared about it because I'm just like, oh shit, it's one thing when it's contained here, but out in the audience, you want everyone to like it, you want to be good, you want to be on, But I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of scary to think about sometimes. But you just got to say, fuck it. You got to do it. We're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, hey.
So just do it. I mean, think about this. Dave Chappelle, one of my favorite comedians of all time, was booed off fucking stage. His first time he did something, and that was at the Apollo. He got booed the fuck off stage.
Really?
And he got shit thrown at him, and all he said after that was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna keep doing this. Didn't stop him. Look at him, drove him crazy, but
It made his ass run to Africa.
I know.
Chased his ass all the way out of the country, onto another continent. But you know what, man? You're right. I mean, in the creative, when you do any kind of creative endeavor, a lot of times, some mistakes are more dire than others. Some are more expensive than others. But really, when you're working with creativity, they're not all mistakes all the time. Most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, they're not mistakes. They're lessons.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's one of the few places you can afford to make mistakes and have it benefit you.
Yeah, that's why they tell people, there's times when you got to pay your dues.
Yes,
and that's just by going through the shit and learning and honing your craft, basically.
I've had people say, look at me and say, oh, when you do something and it's a success, then it worked. When you do something and it didn't work, oh, it's a lesson and not a failure. And I'm like, yeah. It's like, I'm not afraid to fail. I've done it several times to the point where I've I wouldn't be where I am today if we didn't try shit or if I didn't try shit. So it's like, whatever.
And if I got shot down trying to get pussy, that didn't stop me. I eventually got pussy at some point.
Yes.
That was through trial and error.
Look, one of these days I'm going to want to put this dick somewhere.
I know.
And I'm going to be tired of sticking it in a jar and in my hand. I'm going to stick it in a woman.
I can't give up. The fleshlight can only do so much for me.
The fleshlight, yes. This dick is going into a woman one day. And I might feel bad tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to be back when that shit wakes me up and starts wanting to go on the prowl again. So
do or do not, there is no try.
Anyway, man, with those wise words of wisdom there, this has been it, man.
This is it. Wow, the shortest show ever.
And that still was
2 hours?
It was 2 hours, man. Okay. We went on 2 hours.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's still been fun, and
it has been.
Hey, another show just a few days away.
The live show.
Yeah, live show. Bigger, better. Yeah.
Bigger, better.
Deafer. Don't forget about
Doper.
Deafer.
Fresher. Yeah. So, all right, people, again, this Saturday, March 12th, 5 to 8 p.m. at Momo's. A live Let's Do This.
That is correct.
That is going to be at 618 West 6th Street, number 200, or Suite 200, whatever you want to call it. Area code 78701. That's going to be in Austin, Texas. Live Let's Do This. Please come out and join us. We'd love to have you.
That is right.
We already got out of 150 reservations that we put up. We already have over 50 of those, and we'd like to save. We're already saving some of those for. And we only put this up a couple of days ago.
Oh, fucking A. That's badass.
So
good. That's what I need. That's the kind of, what do they call it? Motivation that I need.
And then we're going to get out of there and we're going to walk.
That's right.
All right, people. This has been Let's Do This. Good night, everybody.
See you later.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!